relics of the ancient past. Chaos rises, shadows cast. A force of nature, wild and free, bringing worlds to their knees. Waters rage and cities fall. In his wake he conquers all. Chaos reigns, his power untamed. In his wrath none remain.
We're finally here!
Oh, right. How are you guys doing today? We're back for more Reverie. Now, just to let you guys know, I have finished this game. But I am going back and redoing the audio for you guys. And stuff like that. Also, I have started the first 2 hours of Daybreak. But here's the thing. I'll be doing it exactly how I've always been doing this. How, where I record, then I'll go back and re-record the audio and stuff like that, just like how I'm doing here. But just to let you guys know that this game, Reverie, is a lot shorter than most of the other games, all the other games that I've played. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna finish up this this set with Xenix as Xenix. Then I'm gonna do Gamma 2, but then after the Gamma 2 set, I'll be going back to my original look of being Nazo, and that'll be the look that you guys will be seeing going forward, because I don't want to be another character when we're getting closer to the end of the game here. And that's because of the fact that I didn't realize how short this game actually is until I actually recently, played it and gotten through it myself. And then I realized, oh shoot, this game's actually, short and stuff like that. So to make things easier, once we get done with the Gamma 2 set, I'll go back to not being Nazo, and then once we start Daybreak, if you guys want, I will go back to being other characters, but that's only if you want, and stuff like that. But again, we'll see. You guys, I'm also really trying my best to get through these games. I'm not trying to rush and stuff like that. I'm not really trying to rush, but I feel like I could already, feel like should pick up the pace and get more of these parts done for you guys. So let me know if you guys want, because I've already asked you guys for what you guys would prefer for like thumbnail wise, and surprisingly you guys are saying that you like it right now. Last time I checked, it was a tie for either the old way, you know, like having a screenshot from the part and then having the character on the screen, and stuff like that, you know, like how I've done with Cold Steel 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the other option is how I did it with Reverie here, which is, you know, having one thumbnail per, you know, for the entire playthrough, and having one character on the on there with the number and stuff like that. Now, if that's what you guys want, I don't mind. I mean, that's kind of how my current playthroughs are. If you guys would prefer that way and have it to where, oh, you have to click on the video to find out what happens instead of a you know, a thumbnail, a screenshot from the video, then I'm fine with that. I personally don't like doing that myself, but I understand why people would prefer that, because, you know, they don't want to get spoiled, and that takes away from if they already know like an event that's happening in the part, that's most likely not gonna push them away from clicking on the video and finding out what you know, what's gonna happen. So I understand why people don't want that, you know, don't want screenshots, and I might continue going that route. That's just something that me and him would always do, is, you know, we would always talk about the thumbnail and what screenshot to pick and what characters and stuff like that. So that was kind of our thing, and, you know, I thought we both thought that it would you know, help and get us and stuff like that. But from what I'm seeing, that's not really the case. Granted, the other method is not working either, so that's kind of why I'm having you guys vote and stuff like that. But again, by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be like October or November, so the vote won't matter by the time you guys see this part. Yeah, by the time you guys see this, it'll be like right before my birthday in June. By the time that, you know, by the time I'm recording this. But by the time you guys actually see it publicly, it will probably be like September or October. My guess. So by the time you guys see this, Armor King might be, the trailer for Armor King might be out or on, or, you know, close to being, or he's close to being released. Because yes, I do know that my boy Armor King's coming in Tekken 8, because they did show him as a teaser for the thing. saying that, oh, he's the next character, which, again, like I said, I was talking about this in the last part, but Namco thinks that everyone's happy with Fakaram, when they're not. The crowd didn't care, they were like interested, like, ooh, like that type of stuff, like they were like curious on what his gameplay would be like, did they change him from 7 or did they keep him as he was in 7? And from what we're seeing, he is very similar to how he was in 7. So people aren't really that impressed. But the thing is that they are, so they're very disappointed. And then when Armor King showed up, everyone lost it and everyone freaked out. They were excited. So they're more excited for Armor King, but Bandai thinks that, oh, you're excited for Falcarum? When they really aren't. I don't know about the, and I don't know about the, what's that called? The patches that have happened, because by the time that I'm recording this, there would be a new patch that came out, and everyone's saying that, oh, this patch has really, like, saved Tekken, when I honestly don't think that that's true. I think that Tekken 8 is still in danger. It is not saved, and the only one that can save it is Armor King. I think that once Armor King shows up, then we can start celebrating and saying that, oh, Tekken 8 is saved. Until then, I don't see that happening. Another thing that I want to talk about is a video that I saw today, which was about the Persona 4 Golden VA cast getting replaced for this potential Persona 4 remake. And
Yin, assassin, pursuer.
Nadia?
Article 7, Passage 3. All threats must be eliminated.
Nadia?
oh, she noticed. She noticed. But anyway, they from what I saw, they showed a video of Persona 4, and apparently it's going to be called Persona 4 Rewind, and it's in the same art style as Persona 5, and it showed Yosuke's new VA because they've been saying that the voice cast is being replaced. And so in the video they were showing a few cutscenes from Persona 4. Pretty much, the two scenes that they showed were was first the iconic one that, when Yosuke and you first meet and stuff like that, like officially, the day after he gets trapped out of that, gets pulled out of the garbage can, the one about him being the transfer student and stuff like that. And then after that, about the weapons, like the scene that happens right before they end up going to jail, and stuff like that. And the thing is that they showed you know, like how in Persona 5, when a character gets done talking to you and you have like 3 choices, and the character is like off on the side and you have to scroll down and pick the thing, you know, like how Joker in Persona 5 Joker does that and stuff like that. Like they show the picture of his face and then 3 different options and stuff like that. That's kind of what they did here. So that's why I'm kind of thinking that it's really just a Persona 5 mod, you know, that's making it look like it's Persona 4 when it really isn't. Because that's all they showed. And another thing is that how I think that it's fake is that it is how I think that it's fake is the fact that it said Xbox Game Pass, Windows, not PC, and Switch 2. It showed Switch 2, Game Pass, and Windows. It did not say PS5, PS4, or PC. And I think that, and it didn't even say in development or anything. So that's why I'm thinking that this thing is fake or a mod, because of the fact that it didn't show. Like, if it was official, they would have said in development. It would have shown Switch 2, PS4, PS5, and PC. So that's why I'm thinking that it's fake. Of course, by the time that you guys see this, we'll be verified. It'll be verified to if it's real or not by the time you guys actually see this. But by the time I'm recording this, I just saw it and nothing's been confirmed. So I will say this though, from what I'm not that surprised on what happens in this game going forward, because again, I did finish. I'm just going back and re-recording the stuff. Another thing that I found out about is Sonic Blitz. That is going to be a mobile card game. Now, I'm not sure if that one's real or not, but apparently that game is going to have a lot of characters, and I think it's fake though, because they're showing a lot of different characters that have never been in games before, like Sonic Underground. The thing's going to have Sonic Underground characters, Archie characters, Sonic X characters, and you know, Johnny and Whisker are supposed to be in the game. IDW characters, but yeah, the Freedom Fighters are supposed to be in the especially Sally, that is supposed to be in the game, and it's just a card game, you know, from what I've gathered, from what I've seen in the video. Again, I think that it's fake, because here's the thing, by the time you guys are on the day I'm recording this part, it is 3 days before Summer Games Fest, and nothing has been confirmed. And I'm finding out about quote unquote games that are coming, and with no release date or anything. So I think that's kind of suspicious from what I'm seeing. But by the time you guys, by the time you guys will be seeing this, these rumors will be like debunked or confirmed or whatever. Whoa, they said the same thing at the same time? Alright. There are other weird things that have been happening that I've found out about, like the Lilo and Stitch remake is even worse than you guys might think. Do yourselves a major favor and do not watch the Lilo and Stitch remake. If you want to watch Lilo and Stitch, watch the animated, the original animated version. That one is more beloved. That one has gone off to have not just one, but four movies on top of the original movie, and two TV series. So if you guys want to get into the Lilo and Stitch stuff, do not watch the live action. Watch the animated films and stuff like that. Do not watch the live action, because if you watch the live action, let's just say you'll hate Disney, and you'll hate the franchise. You'll hate Lilo and Stitch, because they pretty much took away everything that they could of Lilo and Stitch and made it even worse than it was before. There's no heart or love or dedication in that film at all. And I've heard that it's even worse than the Snow White film, and we all know how horrible the Snow White live action is. And then on top of that, there's going to be even more live action films coming. I hate Disney right now. The only saving grace for it is Kingdom Hearts. And that I'm even terrified for. Because I don't know what the Kingdom Hearts worlds are going to be like for Kingdom Hearts 4. So, but once the Kingdom Hearts franchise is done, I'm saying goodbye to Disney forever, because all they care about is popping out sequels that don't have no heart in them. The magic is pretty much gone at this point in Disney. And I think that's really sad. There's no love, there's nothing for Disney anymore. All they care about is popping out sequels. I would say that the only good upcoming Disney film might be Freakier Friday, and that's not saying much because that one is. I feel like that one's gonna flop as well. I feel like Disney has lost its spark. All it cares about is popping out movies that no one really cares about anymore. I mean, the last good movie I actually went to go see is Sonic 2, when that was in theaters, like, when it was actually, in theaters. I didn't go see Sonic 3 like I wanted. I waited for it to come out on DVD. Now, it's not for the lack of trying, because as you guys know, during that time, I really wanted to go see it, but I just couldn't go and see it. So, but I do enjoy the film, even though that I hate what they did to Eggman. It's not that I hate that he died. It's not that I hate that he died. It's more on the line of the fact of Gerald being around, because Gerald's not supposed to be around. Just like Maria, Gerald died 50 years ago, and I don't like the fact that they messed up the timeline, saying that it's 2024 and the events happened 50 years ago. No, the events happened a lot longer than that, because Sonic Adventure 2 came out in 2001, 50 years ago. 50 years from 2001 is 1950. Is 1950. Is 1951.
Well, I'll make it happen, RX, because I want to see you perform.
We'll make sure to go through the front door next time.
Yeah, do that.
And I'll make sure to give you a show worthy of the detour.
But yeah, so they've already screwed that up. They've screwed up, making a certain character alive instead of dead. And the fact of the matter is that, he's, the character's supposed to be dead and stuff like that. And the person that voices him, Jim Carrey, who also voiced Eggman, pretty much just was trying to be himself. He wasn't trying to be the character at all. And that's what makes me angry. Is that they weren't trying to be the characters. They were being themselves. Kind of like Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves was being himself. He wasn't being Shadow, and that's what made me angry. I can give leadway to the VA for Knuckles. I think it's Alba or whatever it is. I'm not really sure who voiced him, but I know that it's the guy that voiced Cheap Bogo in Zootopia. So I know that VA guy did Knuckles justice, and I like how he voiced Knuckles, and stuff like that. And then of course I don't really have a problem with Tails, because Tails is voiced by the person the VA that does Tails in the games, so I don't have a problem with that. But as for Sonic, I do not like Ben Schwartz as Sonic. I'm sorry. I know that I'll be getting hate in the comments, and I'm ready for it, but I do not like Ben Schwartz as Sonic, just like I do not like Jim Carrey as Eggman. I don't. And I don't like, and I do not like Keanu Reeves as Shadow. I don't. And I'm scared for who's gonna be voicing Amy in, Sonic 4. Are they gonna do Amy justice like they did with, how the Knuckles VAs doing Knuckles, or are we going to have another flop failure like the other characters? Now, Tom and Maddie, they're humans, so I don't really pay attention to those characters at all, because we're not at the point in the story where humans got erased from Sonic's universe, and stuff like that, because we're still in the early phases of games where humans were still around. So I'm not really concerned. Now, if they change it to where we're in the era of the games that don't have the humans in the games, and then they start adding, still having the humans in the movies, then I'll start having the issue and stuff like that. But because we're still in that era of them having humans in the games, that's why I'm not really concerned. But I am concerned about for Metal Sonic. How are they going to make Metal Sonic? Are they going to have him not speak, or are they going to make him speak? And are they going to use Transformers? Because it wouldn't surprise me, because it's Paramount who also do Transformers. Are they going to have it to where, Metal doesn't speak, but he has Transformer sound effects? Is that what they're gonna do to him? That's what I'm concerned about. But I guess we'll find out in 2028 when the fourth movie comes out. But yeah. Yep, see, they're showing that that you can have characters and stuff like that going through doing the corridor and Sanctum and stuff like that, because this is where you're supposed to go and stuff like that. So I understand that. Alright. So let's see. Is there any crystals that we gotta use? Yep. So we got a gold one, which means a character. Let's see what character we get. Alphen. Or no, Rose.
Fascinating circumstances I found myself in. Well, since you thought gone to the trouble of inviting the elder of the Hexen clan, I suppose I'll aid you.
Rose? Okay, that's different. I thought it would be Alfred. Or Angelica. You know, I thought it would be like one of those two. Okay, so that's different. I didn't expect that. Okay, our first mini game, which is Magical Girl Elisa. Okay.
Who knew we'd get so lucky?
And then just some customization options, okay. More customization options, okay.
Nice. I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Who knew we'd get so lucky?
Okay. So that's where most of our customization stuff's gonna be. But yeah, I'm surprised that we got Roselia over Alphen and Angelica. Because wasn't Roselia was never really playable to my knowledge. Let's see. Oh yeah, the door. Oh right, we don't have characters to do the doors yet. Alright, so there we go. There's the, Okay, so we have to use that to exit. Okay. I wonder if that's how we have to do it every time, or if we can, or if we can return, you know, a different way. And I wonder if how are we gonna re-enter the corridor, you know. Again, don't spoil Oh, and I like the fact that, you know, the characters are in the customization that I gave them. When they leave the corridor, they're already wearing the stuff. So, like, Reen's already in the, having the glasses with the red hair. And Elliot's got, like, this weird face mask. Alright. But we're gonna end it here. Next time we'll continue doing this, and we'll move on to the next character's story. I'm liking this on how, you know, we have 3 different paths, you know, Reen's path, Lloyd's path, and C's path. And I'm curious on who C actually is. Now, unfortunately, because, you know, I've already finished this game, I already know, and you guys didn't get my reaction, so I'm going to try my best to recreate that reaction for you guys when we get to that point for you. But anyway, thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you comment, rate, subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss a video from me, and I'll catch you guys next time for more Trails into Reverie. Also, Trails Through Daybreak in the future when Reverie is done. So, catch you guys next time.